The Ugly Duckling, a free version of the Hans Christian Andersen's tale. Mother Duck was very happy. At last, her 7 pretty ducklings were born, 6 yellow and 1 grey, who was a bit larger than the others. The hens in the farm soon started bad-mouthing him. "How ugly he is," they used to say in a low voice. "He looks nothing like his little brothers. He doesn't even look like a duck." The following day, Mother Duck took her ducklings for a swim for the first time. All of them did very well, even the ugly duckling, who could dive much better than the others. "Maybe he isn't as cute as his brothers," thought the mother, who had overheard the hens. "But he swims and dives very well." The problems didn't take long to start. The other animals from the farm, even the cat, started to make fun of the ugly duckling and mistreated him. The mother was very busy taking care of her offspring and couldn't protect him all the time, so the poor duckling defended himself the best way he could. Day by day, things became worse. The ducks didn't want to play with him. The hens kept commenting on how ugly he was, and even the girl who used to bring them the food kicked him one day. So without thinking about it twice and flapping his wings, the duckling flew over the fence and went away. He walked a great deal until he found a swamp where many wild ducks lived. "What are you? A duck? A turkey? A goose?" "There's no room here for the ugly ones," said one of them. "It's true, you are ugly," agreed another. "But you're charming, so you can stay with us." And there the ducks stayed, talking and trying to make friends. Suddenly, a fierce dog jumped on them, but when he saw the ugly duckling, he ran away, barking a lot. "Good thing," the duckling thought. "When he saw that I was ugly, he got scared. He could have eaten us all." The swamp didn't seem to be a very safe place, so the duckling decided to continue his journey. A little bit later, he reached a yellow little house where an old lady, a cat, and a hen lived. When the woman saw him, she soon said, "Lucky me! Now I can eat hen and duck eggs." "Excuse me, madam," the ugly duckling said. "I don't lay eggs because I'm not a female duck. I'm sorry, but I can't help you." "You liar! Go where my hen lives and start laying eggs. Get to work now." There was no way to convince the old lady that he was a male duck and could never lay eggs. So the following morning, the ugly duckling decided to continue his journey, and he arrived to a pond. It was fall already, and it was getting a bit cold. Then the duckling saw a flock of beautiful, big, white birds flying to warmer places. They were swans. "I wish I was handsome and could fly like them," he thought. Three months later, fall was over, and as it always happens, winter came. One night, it was so cold that the lake froze and the duckling, who was sleeping in the water, got trapped in the ice. Luckily, a man was passing that way, saw what had happened, and saved the duckling. The man put the ugly duckling inside his coat to warm him up, and little by little he woke up. When they got home, the man's 2 children got very excited about their new little pet. They screamed, laughed, jumped, and chased him everywhere to try and catch him. The ugly duckling was so scared that he started flapping his wings and ended up knocking over the milk jug and breaking a vase. The children's mother got furious and she ran after him with a broom, shouting. The duckling had no other choice. He escaped through the window and didn't stop running until he arrived at the lake again. Time went by, and spring came with the sun and its beautiful flowers. As usual, the duckling started flapping his wings, when suddenly he noticed that he could fly. So he flew over a garden and saw two swans swimming in another lake. What will they do when they notice I'm ugly? They will shout at me, he thought sadly. The ugly duckling landed near the lake. When he looked at the water, which seemed like a mirror, he saw himself for the first time. He was not a duckling anymore. Then he understood that he had never been ugly, only different. He was a swan, just like those birds he admired so much. Without any fear, he started to swim with the others. Some children came to feed them and were surprised. "There's a new swan!" one of them shouted. "And it's the most beautiful one of all," another one said. The swan didn't smile, because swans don't smile, but that was the happiest day of his life.